Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is August 9, 2024. Here is another weekly edition for our analysis. Let's jump into the stock, see what chart tells us. Here is the weekly chart for S&P 500. And as you just follow me, I'm kind of like focusing on this candle. This is kind of like a very bullish candle on a weekly basis. And market just carved up nicely after capitulation on Monday. Just the rest of the week, we just have a nice boost to the upside. And right now, we're just getting to kind of like a recapturing SMA 20 on a weekly basis. And also, we just got into very important pivotal point here and recapturing this one and reversing back up nicely. From the stochastic point of view, if we just look at the stochastic, we are kind of like not at the ideal scenario for S&P. So last time when we were there, we were kind of like here in this area, and we just got SMA 20 and get a nice bounce to a new all-time high. But right now, we kind of like a broken that level, going down to kind of like not an oversold condition, which is not ideal scenario for me, but price action wise, I should say we are kind of like a very close to this area, to 4,900 to 5,000 area, which is very, very important pivot. This is coming along with our long-term trend line to the upside, SMA 43 on a weekly basis, which is my indicator for long. And also this is important pivotal point. So we just got very, very close to this. We barely below 5,100 and nicely rebound. As you see here on the chart from the weekly perspective, I should say we are kind of like a cycle bottom. And this is exactly what we were expecting. Market is kind of like a recapturing to the upside. So I should say next week, next 2 weeks, potentially second week and third week of August, we should see this is market going to sideways to the upside, but not getting into new all-time high. I'm just concerning about this. So we may see some kind of like a 54 to 55, 50. So that's 150 range as a kind of like a very important decisive moment for S&P 500. So when we get here to this area, we should see some kind of like a sell signal again trigger. But right now, I should say for the next 2 weeks, we should see some kind of like a bullish momentum stays with the market, and we will see how it goes. At the end of this month, we will have Jackson Hole Symposium, which is kind of like a very, very important. Everyone is just keeping an eye on this, just see if Jerome Powell has some speech on that one. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to the daily chart. So daily chart is exactly the same as the weekly chart. We just got a very nice confirmation yesterday. Actually, we just got confirmation here on Monday when we see a capitulation all the way down to 5,000 to 5,100 level. So this is exactly the level that we were expecting before as kind of like a bounce, but seems like market just reacted very nicely just because this is a very important price action. So whenever we just got oversold condition in a bounce and just engulfing to the upside, this means institution is there in this wide range bar candle. Market just touched this one and then rally to the upside. Yesterday, we just got a fantastic rally to the upside. And today, we just got a confirmation. Right now, we are getting to important level. Why important level? So here is the scenario. So we just got one of the biggest kind of like a surge in upside, and then didn't have follow through, engulfing to the downside. So lots of sellers are here. And this block, this is the 5,400 to 5,560. This is very, very important block here, guys. So market, if market gets here, it doesn't have easy time. We will see lots of chops, potential consolidation, but I'm not sure even if we can get above this. So 55.50, I should say, that's going to be kind of like a very, very unlikely target for a market. If we get there, I should say the sell signal is going to be triggered. I'm kind of like looking at a short position on the lower range of this. So 54 to 54.98, let's say 5500 to 5400. That's going to be my short level. So if market gets here, potentially by next 2 weeks, we can see some kind of like a short. But I should say that's not going to be a fast. So we are going to see a kind of like a boring consolidation here in this area. Lots of whip swings up and down. But eventually, I'm just looking for a downside target, especially in September, October, especially November time when we are getting to the election. We should see some kind of like a very, very nice pullback or kind of like a sharp sell-off to the market. 46 to 4,800 is going to be the next level for me. So I have this one in November, October to November time. Let's just move this one here to see that. But right now, I should say I'm just looking for a bounce. This bounce is going to continue to the upside to here, and we will see some kind of like a chop consolidation and getting ready for another short setup. So for the next 2 weeks, you can still keep your long position, but keep an eye on the best short setup potentially for the next week, next 2 weeks. Sorry, guys. Let's say last week of August. So from the stochastic perspective, all indicators actually they are very oversold. RSI is getting oversold the same as here and this level. But look at that. So this price action is totally different than this. So we just broken this trend line to the downside, and also we broken there are lots of damage that's been done to the chart. So there's no doubt about it. Stochastic, we're just seeing a nice reversal here. IMI on a daily chart is getting kind of like to form to the bull side. So if we get to oversold condition, let's say overbought condition. So if you're getting to overbought condition in all four indicators and chart is getting to this area, it doesn't go to new all-time high, that's very, very big warning signal for lots of, I should say, indexes and stocks, because S&P 500 is showing that one. Moving on to the Nasdaq, which was kind of like a leading to the upside. Let me go to weekly chart first. So here is the weekly chart, and weekly chart, Nasdaq is playing better, to be honest. It's kind of like a better price action because it confirms that lots of technology stocks are topped. If you haven't watched my Max 7 in trouble video, so make sure watch that one. I'm gonna put a link up here to see what's going on. But right now, I should say this is a fantastic like a price action on Nasdaq. Nice hammer. Usually, we will have a follow through next week, or even the third week we can get a follow through. But I'm not sure if we get above this area. So I should say 19,000 is a very, very potential scenario. Even in the daily chart, I would tell you exactly. Even if it goes to 19,200, 19,300. You shouldn't be surprised at all. But that's going to be kind of like, as I said, in S&P chart, that's going to be another kind of like a sell opportunity. Stochastic wise, we are kind of like a bottoming phase here, very close to oversold condition. So next week, we should see a crossover to the upside, and also here in MACD as well. So lots of charts are getting here, and also RSI is getting to 50% on a weekly chart, which is kind of like a nice bounce, or kind of like a higher low for different time frame, like since November. Whenever RSI weekly chart is getting to 50%, we see the bottom of the market, and we are just getting to the bounce nicely after that to new all-time high. And right now, I'm not looking for a new all-time high, to be honest. I'm looking for kind of like a lower high. And then after this lower high, we should see some kind of like a rollover to the downside. This is going to happen in September. Potentially September, we will see a lower high completed and then getting back to the short signal. All right. Moving on to daily chart. So this is a daily chart. And in daily chart, this is the wide swings to the bulls and then bears at the same time. So right now I'm looking for 1920 or 1900 400 for Nasdaq. So if it goes to here to this area, I should say that's very, very important. So 1900 19,467. That's the level that I'm looking at for Nasdaq for upside target, potentially last week of August or third week of August. Then we can see some kind of like a chopping around. People are thinking this is going to be a bull flag. And then if it fails, it's going to be very bad, very bear signal for the market. For September, October, and also November, we can see lots of downsides coming for the Nasdaq. 15,000, even 14,000 is coming down the road. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the Dow Jones. Let's start with a weekly chart for a Dow. So Dow, you see that this is kind of like a better compared to the other ones. This is kind of like a higher low, and right now everyone is looking for a higher high. But I'm not looking for a higher high. As I said in Nasdaq, potentially Dow can perform better to double top formation. But I'm not convinced that Dow is getting to new all-time high. Even if it gets to new all-time high, it's going to be very, very like a bear shadow, nominal, and then forming a bear, kind of like a hanging man, or kind of like a bear shooting a star at the top, then signaling to the downside. Because whenever everything goes bad, Dow is going to follow them as well. So the next downside target after this rally is going to be 35 to 36,000. But based on the daily chart, I'm still looking for more bullish momentum, especially when we see some kind of like this oversold condition crossover. We just got a very nice MACD momentum to the upside. And at the same time, we just got a nice confirmation, bottoming confirmation at this price action. So we can go all the way up to 40,000 to 40,100. That's the level that I'm looking at least for the upside target for the next week. So we will see how it goes with Dow Jones. Moving on to gold, which is kind of like a very interesting because gold didn't give us a proper correction. I was hoping to get to here, to this area, or even lower to this area for a fantastic long time buying opportunity, but it didn't give us. Seems like this multi-weeks consolidation is gonna break out nicely, and if it goes up, it's gonna just parabolically moving to the upside. It's the same signal like Bitcoin, or I should say gold and Bitcoin are doing very, very well. However, stochastic wise, on a weekly basis, we are just getting into kind of like overbought condition. But look at MACD. MACD is just giving us a buy signal potentially next 2 weeks. So any correction, I should say, for gold, if it holds, there is going to be a one big if. So if it holds this pivotal point around 2,300, so that's going to be kind of like a great buying opportunity because this bull flag is going to trigger to the upside, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how gold is going to parabolically move to 26 to 2,700 potentially this autumn or this fall. Moving on to silver, which is exactly the same thing. I should say silver is giving us kind of like a better price action. Silver is forming the bottom here, but still there is going to be a chance. Still there is going to be a chance to get to final lower low here for a fantastic buying opportunity for silver. Silver long term, I should say, break out nicely. If you go to weekly chart, so weekly chart, you see that silver is forming very nice bullish price action to the upside, break out nicely long term since 2000 trend line to the upside. Right now, we are coming back to back test these highs. So there are lots of buyers here, and silver is gonna back test for the first time to pick up all the buy orders to go into the upside, right? So if we just are going down here, let's say I'm just looking for this area, which is 25 to 26. So let's say if silver goes down much more lower to 25.50, that's going to be kind of like a fantastic. Because I should say silver can easily go down to 36 by May 2025. So this is gonna be one of the best scenario that I'm looking at for silver. And if you go to the daily chart, before getting to the daily chart, let me show you in weekly chart as well. So the last time we just got a stochastic buy reversal was here. And right now we are just getting here with a great negative divergence in bullish hidden divergence, sorry, bullish hidden divergence in MACD. This is fantastic, guys. Whatever I see in the chart is bullish. The only thing matters is time. So when time comes to silver, silver is gonna just rocketing to the upside. 36, even $40 per ounce is coming down the road. Moving on to crude, which is kind of like interesting. Crude is giving us another buy signal 2 days ago. This is going to be a dead cat bounce. I should say it can go to $80, but $80 is going to just be a very nice selling signal for crude. I should say for another drop. This is a very nice bearish pattern is forming for crude. And also we are just getting buy signal from MACD on a daily chart. We can get here stochastic getting to the overbought condition. That's going to be kind of like another bear reversal to the downside. So looking for crude a lower low, and I'm not sure because lots of geopolitical tensions are there in Middle East area, Iran, Israel, Arab countries. But where is the crude? Where is the crude price? So with these geopolitical tensions, crude's supposed to be here, but it's not there. There is no demand for crude actually in this world. Economy is slowing down, so there is no kind of like a demand for crude. Moving on to Bitcoin, individual names. Bitcoin just coming down today at 2% after yesterday fantastic surge. This is very, very technical reaction, I should say. So Bitcoin is coming down to this area, and even if it goes to 58,000, you shouldn't be surprised, but I should say that's going to be next buying opportunity to 70,000. Even higher is coming for Bitcoin. I'm pretty bullish on Bit. This is one of the best scenario that you can see. Ethereum as well, so 2,571. Just like I should say, this is a very, very nice technical reaction. Over the weekend, we're going to watch this. If we see some kind of like a bullish action to 2,800, that's going to be a good level. Bond yield, dead cat bounce, recapturing 4%. I should say 4.11 to 4.24 is coming as well, but I'm not sure even more than that. 4.30, that's going to be the most. TLT just jump back up nicely today, while Treasury is down. Sorry, bond yield is going up. Treasury is still holding up itself. I would say that's going to be a perfect buying scenario, 91 to 93, if it comes next 2-3 weeks for treasuries. So treasury still is going to be on my radar for bulls. 101 to 105, 103 to 105, that's going to be my last target for this fall. So potentially November, October, we're going to see lots of kind of like a bullish momentum in treasury. VIX are coming down 14% to the downside. So VIX already broken down. There is no fear in the market, so market can go down here to, I should say, 12 to 14 for VIX. VIX is down, 82 cents down. This is kind of like a bear flag. Maximum 103.64. That's the level that I'm looking at. And then lower dollar is coming. Magma indicator just going higher today. Nicely, Apple just $2.93 up. Apple can go to 220, 222. But after that, I should say, chop is coming back. Amazon $1.14 up today. Amazon can't just feel this gap all the way to 176. Meta $8 up, nice surge to the upside for Meta. This one can go to new all-time high. Can. There's going to be a potential scenario. Microsoft far away from all-time high. So Microsoft, the maximum target that they have for now is 420 to 432. Nice price action, however. Google going up $1.64 up, 174 to 176. That's going to be a potential scenario for upside target next 2 weeks. Netflix is uptick at $3.59. Tesla lagging. So Tesla 220 to 235. That's going to be the maximum. Then we can get to the short position. Semiconductors. Market actually had a nice day last 2 days, but semis actually are kind of like a lagging. Yesterday was good, but today it didn't have follow through just because we are getting to the selling pressure here. SMH at 6 cents down today. Stocks the same pattern, $1.26 down. Taiwan Semiconductor, $2.50 up. AMD is down today. AMD is lagging. NVIDIA, just the chopping around here. I'm just looking for 112 to 120 for NVIDIA to take another short position. Texas Instrument, $1.09 down. Lam Research, $8 up. A doji bar here. So 900 to 940 is coming. XLF, which is the financials, Spider, 18 cents up. KBE, 10 cents down. KRE, 26 cents down. Financials, they can go higher, but they are kind of like a in a dead cat bounce, as I said before. JP Morgan, $1.74 up. Goldman Sachs, $4.49 up. And Bank of America, it's kind of like a far away from this pivot. 7 cents up, and Wells Fargo just a no change compared to yesterday. Wells Fargo maximum target is going to be 57. Moving on to the gold miners, 29 cents up today. GDXJ 73 cents up, and AE 59 cents up. Not a bad session. They're chopping around. I should say they can go parabolically to the upside, especially this fall. So we'll see how it goes. When bond yield is down, these ones are gonna just skyrocketing to the upside. New month, zero change. Franco Nevada, $1.43 up, and gold Barrick 7 cents up as well. Moving on to the last sector for today, XLE, which is Energy Spider, 20 cents up today. XOP, Oil and Gas Exploration ETF. You see that it's kind of like a lagging. We are kind of like further even away from this new all-time high. So that's what I'm saying. Gold is better. Crude is gonna go down if you want to play between these two commodities. OIH $1.30 down today. Exxon 96 cents up. Actually, this one is holding very well. Exxon can hit double top or even nominal new all-time high, but Chevron is far away from its new all-time high. So we can see some kind of like lag, potentially 152, but that's going to be the maximum stretch. All right, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.